Welcome to the mat today. I'm Summer, so delighted to practice with you. For today's practice, we're going to open up the neck and shoulders a bit and do a nice whole body flow. I recommend having a prop, a block is a nice thing, or stack of books, anything you have at home. And we'll start out also with a strap. This could be a scarf. So with that, let's begin. We'll start in Virasana. Vira means power, potency. It's named as hero's pose. So I'll show you from the side. You can face forward. Your knees are under your hips, and you'll take your feet a little bit wider, placing the prop at any height, maybe medium or tall if you need more support. You'll take your hands to your calves and iron straight back. This helps open up the back of the knees. You want to make sure the top of your shins and tops of your feet point straight down. Watch the contrast. If my foot is out to the side, that really pulls a lot on the knee. So if you can't get there with one prop, add more props. Or you can take an alternative sitting pose. That works too. So from here, I want you to use your hands and go to your left leg, turn the inner thigh down while pulling the sitting bone wide, then do that on the second side. This creates medial rotation to your thighs, and you'll feel, if you place your hands on your pelvis, it's tipped forward a little bit now. So that's good. This creates more lumbar curve, movement in your lower spine. Now with hands on the hips, find neutral pelvis. So this means root your sitting bones down. You'll feel a little tone in the pelvic floor and a lift around the abdomen. So this is neutral pelvis. From here, we're going to grab the strap and open it up, holding it a little wider than the outer shoulders. And you can always adjust as we go. Pull, plug the arm bones back. And I want you to imagine you're resting back in a tree, your head, your body resting on a big trunk of an old tree. So you keep resting into the back plane. Pull against the strap as you reach up. And just take a couple of breaths here, looking straight ahead with a soft gaze. You can see what's in front of you, but you're not laser beam hard through your eyes. You can also see the periphery around you. Taking some nice deep breaths in and out through your nose. Lift more from the waistline up through your side body, out through your knuckles. And then start to take the strap behind you a quarter of the way. You'll probably have to widen your hands out. Notice if your head dropped or you're craning, right, in any amount, I want you to keep resting back into that image of a tree so that your ears, top of ears go back, top of throat goes back. And then see if you're doing a big back bend in your rib and chest area. Resist some of that here. This way you can really get in the tight spaces of your chest. Very nice. Now we'll go on a little bit further. You'll probably need to slide the hands out a little more or a lot more, but it's where there's a point of resistance. So you're not just going slack to the ends of the strap in an easy way. You're finding some interesting places that might be pretty full of sensation here as we breathe. And now without moving much out, you're just going to twist your torso side to side as you take some even breaths. Let's do one more, twisting side to side. And then reach your strap up overhead and bring it all the way down in front. And relax your shoulders for a moment, let go of the strap. Let your shoulders roll up, back and down. Very nice. Now we'll take a hold of the strap and you'll place this right at the back of your skull and the upper part of the neck. There's these two little divots, the occipital ridges there. So I'm really more on the very lowest part of the skull, right where the neck and skull meet. I'm going to start to walk my eyes up. So if you imagine a ladder in front of you, you're walking up the rungs of the ladder with your eyes and you go where you're comfortable. Pull up on the tails of the strap here and rest the weight of your head into that. And now pull the right side of the strap up to the ceiling more, and that will naturally turn your gaze to the left. Nothing else moves. Don't move your torso. Take a breath. See whatever you see. This is good for your nervous system again. You'll pull up now on the left. Go slowly. This can be a pretty tight spot for most of us, right? So we want to move respectfully. One more pull up on the right, and just letting your eyes see whatever they track is allowing the body to feel safe. Pull up on the left, look to the right. Keep lifting the sides of your torso tall. Come back to center now and pull the straps, but resist with your head, and then start to look straight ahead. Lower your chin. From that neutral position, drop the chin downward towards the chest. Go slowly, never pushing. Really listen how far your body wants to go. Can you lift like a column of light through your torso so you're not sagging in your torso at all? As you look down, pull the right strap downward towards the right knee, which will rotate your head left. And then pull down on the left side. And if it's comfortable, you can go at a nice, slow, dynamic pace for a couple more rounds. Let your eyes see whatever textures and colors that you see. Breathe into these little hidden crevices of tension, the base of the skull. Good. And then neutral chin to chest, slowly lift your head up and release. That creates a nice traction there, and see if you can do a slow head and neck roll here around one way and then the other way. You can put your strap down. And now we'll lean into the hands and I'll rotate for room. You'll straighten your right leg back behind you, tuck the toes and just pulse a little bit. Open the back of the knee. That posture of kneeling like that clamps the knees. Do the second side. So now we're opening the energy circulation. Very good. Now from all fours positioning with your hips over your knees, walk your hands forward, farther out in front of you than the line of your mat, and lower your forehead. The puppy dog stretch. Prop onto your fingertips here and take some deep breaths across your chest. Into your upper back. Tone the abdomen. If you want a little bit more stretch and it's comfortable, bring your chin downward. Resist bringing your feet together. That's a sign the pelvic floor is tight. Keep your toes tucked, feet sitting bone distance. One more breath. On an inhale, lift your chest. Walk your hands onto the mat so they're about a handprint in front of the shoulders. Claw the mat. Make your arms straight and strong and melt your upper back. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog, lift. Tone your thighs, your kneecaps lift, and press your upper thighs back. Feel your spine long, everything free, like a flowing, rolling river. You have curves in your spine. Bring your ears more in line with your upper arms rather than tucking your chin to your chest, which flattens the neck. With your next inhale, come forward into plank. Heel toe your feet back if you need, so your shoulders truly stack over your wrists and push the floor away. Now strengthen your thighs here. That will really help you hold steadiness in the pose. Resist looking under. Instead, look a little bit in front of you. And then lower both knees. Slowly lower your chest to the floor. Keep your elbows tracking next to you, not wide, but next to the side ribs. Inhale, press back up. As you exhale, look forward. Elbows again next to the side ribs, not wide, not like a classical push-up. Inhale, press through your hands, lift again. Every part of the hand stays down as you lower. The index finger mounds will try to lift, resist. Inhale, back up. We have one more. Keep the shoulders on the back. Don't let them droop as you lower. And once you're all the way down, your thumbs should be in line with your chest as you straighten your legs, spread your toes long. Inhale, cobra. Try to drag a little bit forward as you lift up. Take another round of breath here. Soft, melty heart reaching to the space in front of you. Toes lengthening behind you. Exhale, lower your way down. Prop onto your left elbow, so the elbow's under the shoulder. You're lifting your chest as you bend the right leg in for a thigh stretch. This is called Ardha Bakasana, the half frog pose. Exhale and release. Switch sides. Plant the elbow directly under the right shoulder. Press the left heel toward the outer hip and try to hug your inner thighs closer together. Don't let your thighs push apart. More effective stretch, also protective for your lower back. Exhale and release. Press all the way up to tabletop. From here, bring your knees together and take your right knee behind your left knee. And then start to walk your hands closer in. Press into your shins, lift up. You're hugging in. Try to scoop the tailbone and sacrum down and lift the low belly up. This is going to really engage your outer hips here. Inhale to reach your arms around and up. Interlace your fingers. Cradle the head, look up. Think a fountain through your chest. Up as you lean back. One more breath. Press into your shins. Lift your chest up. Feel the back bend in your upper back. And then as you look straight ahead, release your hands to the floor. Keeping your legs like this, start to move back, reaching your hips behind you. Widen the inner thighs apart. Hover the hips for a moment. And then see if you can sit all the way back. Walk your hands back. Come more upright. Bring your shins so that they're parallel. It means you might pick up, right, with your hand to bring one foot more forward. You could stay upright or lengthen to bow forward. Here we're in the outer hips, no doubts. Inhale to lift up. Now plant the top foot on the ground, either to the outside of your bottom leg or to modify to the inside. Both work well. We're twisting left hand behind you. Right arm either wraps around the top knee or take the back of the elbow and upper arm against the leg. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Chest is turning to the back, but your hips are rotating to the front of the mat. So you're really keeping your lower back stable, safe twisting. One more breath here. Root your sitting bones to lift through the crown. Inhale to come all the way out. We'll come back to the tabletop position and then thread the right arm around. It's like a little sewing needle. Spread your shins, your feet wide. Inhale, come upright. Gather in, gather in. Tone your glutes as you lengthen your tailbone. Take your low belly in and up. It's okay if one knee hovers. Inhale, reach the arms wide and up. Cradle the head. Elbows gather inward. Look up. Breathe here as you lift your heart. You're in a back bend. You have a lot going on here. Undistracted. Stay with the sensations. Stay with the breath. As you look forward, circle the hands to the ground. Reach your hips back. Deepen the fold here as you bow. Hover for a moment. Energetically push your thighs apart and then sit all the way down. This is a really lovely stretch for the outer hip and glute line. Use your hands if you need. Find symmetry. Either stay upright or fold up and over your legs. Check in. Are you holding your breath? Can you let it flow? Breathing out stiffness, tension. So your body becomes flexible, so does your mind. Inhale, come up. We become more resilient. Plant the top foot either to the outside or the inside. Either hug the leg or use the back of the arm against the leg to leverage, pulling into the midline. Get as upright as you can. This also helps protect safe twisting. The chest rotates behind you as the hips rotate to the front of the mat. As you're holding it, it's not static, it's not stuck, it's very dynamic. One more breath. Root down to your seat to get taller, rise up. And then inhale, circle all the way around. This time we're going to straighten the legs out in front. Bend the knees, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Bring the right foot in. Maybe scoot closer in with your hands and your seat to that right heel. Spread and flare the toes of your top foot because it's a big angle. Seated figure 4. You could remain here or add on with a twist, taking the right hand behind. Left arm could either hold the foot, make a fist, forearm to foot, or reach up, exhale the breath out, and see if you can get the foot to the back of the arm. Look over the right shoulder, broad collarbones. One more breath. Press and resist arm and foot. Inhale, look forward and release. We'll take the left foot out, right foot over, second side. If this is tight for you, you can even put a prop under your hips so that you don't get stuck rounding like this in your lower back. You want to be able to drive the spine tall there. Stay or add on the twist. Either hold the foot, make a fist, use the forearm, or lift the right arm. On the exhale, take the arm up and over. This is a pretty deep, deep spinal twist, deep hip opener. So do the version that works best for you today. Smile across the collarbones. One more breath. Grow taller through the spine. Smile. Inhale to come up and out. We'll straighten through the legs for a moment, shake them out, nice and wobbly, loose feet, everything soft. And then come to reclining all the way down for your Savasana. So we did some nice head and neck work, some shoulder release work, back bending and twisting. You want to be still for at least 60 seconds here. Allow the body to integrate. Allow your mind, as if you're sifting through sand, allow it to settle down as you slow your breath. Feel the ground beneath you relax into it. Let gravity help you spread out, release downward. Trust that anything that's ready to be moved out of your system, to be composted, is happening. That you are resilient. You keep your body dynamic, able to integrate and clear out and regenerate. You're able to meet life as it is, meet whatever comes up, knowing you have the skills. Thanks for being here today. Leave your comments. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a class. We'll see you back real soon. Namaste.